Okay, overcoming objections. Okay, I'm just gonna go and find a couple. But yeah, Natasha, if you
Sure.
have
Hey
any,
everyone. Lovely to be here again. Yeah, I've been feeling that you've been having a really beautiful journey over the last little while with Holly and Matt holding this amazing space. And yeah, I feel excited to be here tonight. Um, but I'll dive straight into objections. Okay, so objections is a really they're a really good thing. Like it's an opportunity to help someone, to be of service and to really um, be, I suppose, in that space of authority to help them move through any objections that come through. So basically, it's better if someone has an objection than not, I see. Because, like, if someone says, oh, this business sounds great, but it's not for me, see you later, kind of thing. It's like, oh, you kind of just left not really knowing why they weren't aligned to this business or what they were thinking, or yeah, it's kind of just like this flat kind of result. But when someone comes and says, "Oh, I've taken a look at the masterclass and I'm feeling this could possibly be a great fit for me, but I don't have the skill set and I'm not good at sales." It's like, great, that's an objection. Oh, I love the idea of this, but I don't have the money and it feels way too expensive. Oh, this sounds dodgy. It's a pyramid scheme. So it's like whatever the objection is, it's a beautiful opportunity to really open and expand into the conversation without just kind of like pushing it to the side. I've definitely had moments in my journey where if someone comes to me with an objection, I'm like, kind of like, okay, no worries, see you later. But I've learned very quickly that that's not, yeah, I mean, you can if you choose, but you're going to lose a lot of people that way. It's a beautiful great opportunity to step into your leadership more, to bring in your assertiveness and to bring in your knowledge and your wisdom and to be of service to help them move through that. So when you can unpack an objection, usually there's deeper underlying things there that really isn't an objection. It's actually just like this self-limiting belief that someone's carrying, or a story that they're telling themselves, or something that their partner is kind of, speaking in the background. Whatever it is, there's definitely every chance to kind of flesh that out, break it apart, and then you have the chance to then, support that person to come into the business if it's kind of dissipated, or it's actually not the right timing, or it's not aligned. Like you really get to know a person if you can give them the time to flesh that objection out. Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I've got some real funny ones. Some really good ones, but also some real funny ones. So, this woman who I'm going to read out is currently going through finance, who's been approved for finance. So, I've already gone through the whole conversation. I've given her the link. She's watched the thing, and then she comes back to me, and I followed up with her 3 times before she came back to me. Kia ora, Holly. Thanks for the patience and offer, but it's not for me. Have a great weekend. So there you'd be like, oh, okay, you too. Not me. No stress. It's not for everyone. Out of curiosity, what about what I do isn't for you? I say this line to every single person that gives me a short, sharp no. Um, I don't think it's disrespectful. I think they have the opportunity to come back and tell me why they think it's not for them without me being trying to sell them. I'm like, cool as it ain't for everyone, because that's the truth. It's not for everyone. Um, she said, it's not you personally. I'm not interested in MLM again or subscription-based mahi work. Also, timing. I had so much trouble getting to your messages in a timely manner. I realized I have a wee way to go to have time to dedicate to something extra. So, firstly, for me, this tells me that she's already done something online before. So, that's great. She's got experience. It's not a subscription. So, she obviously hasn't actually watched the presentation. And she has no time, which is exactly what she's here for. So, that's great. Now we know even more about her. Then I went back and triggered her. I said, hey, Kay, I hear you on the time front. That's why most people reach out to me for more time and more money. This is not an MLM, nor is it a subscription base. Did you actually watch the presentation? What I do has very little to do with the platform where the presentation is hosted. And then she came back to me. Kia ora, Holly. I didn't actually watch the presentation. I love that you asked. I went straight to scam search. Aroha mai for being a dick. That means high five. I mean, sorry. She's saying that she's being a dick. I've watched the presentations and downloaded the information. I have questions, and I'm hoping you are still open to having a call or a talk. My name is Kim, and she carries on, carries on, carries on. Just like that, we go into a normal conversation, and she's just been approved for finance. So she kept going on throughout this and saying, thanks so much for, like, I was a dick. I didn't watch it. And thanks so much for checking in with me. I've got another one here. So again, we've been through conversation. She's gone and watched the thingy, the presentation. And then she comes back to me. Hi, Holly. I've had a watch and it looks too good to be true. I can't quite wrap my head around how Najit can afford to continue to pay out thousands of people massive amounts of money for an indirect sale. Feels a bit like a Ponzi scheme. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I've had bad experiences through watching my father try and fail on numerous accounts with businesses and ideas like this. So I think I'm going to stop my journey with it here. I appreciate your time and I hope you're finding success through your endeavors. So I was like, cool. She's not done. There's no way she's done. I can feel a yes in here. She's watched it and it sounds too good to be true. Awesome. So she loves it. I can't quite wrap my head around how an agent can afford to continue to pay out thousands of people massive amounts of money for an indirect sale. Awesome. She doesn't quite understand how it works yet, but she realizes that there's a shitload of money to be earned. Feels a bit like a Ponzi scheme. That's okay. We all get that sometimes. I've had bad experiences, but that's her father, not herself. And that's just a little, maybe excuse. It's a little bit of fear. It's a little bit of something thrown up in front just because she's not quite sure. And that's okay. I appreciate your time and hope you find success. So I went back and said, hey, name. Yes, I hear you. And I felt so similar in the beginning too. There is no middleman, there is no advertising. That's how. It's not easy. You've got to commit, learn, and put the work in, like anything. This isn't about sales, this is affiliate marketing. I show people a different way to earn money alongside a 50-year-old medical grade company. Those who feel health, wellness, and creating freedom are a good fit for them. We support them to get started. She came in. She's here with us. So, yeah, I thought that was really good. I have more. I'd have to find them though. Um, but yeah, I think those are really good examples of how you can turn things around and how if you get a message, it's great when you get it in a message because you can take a minute. You can screenshot it and send it to someone. And I did. So that last one, Matt and I were away for a 3-day weekend. Him and I read it, and I actually sent it to Brody as well and said, this is what I just got. Can you help me to create a message back to this person? So that message that I sent back was myself, it was Matt, and it was Brody. And there was something else I was going to say, but I forgot. So cool. Do you want to add anything onto that, Natasha, before I go
No,
into?
I'm really impressed in how you responded back. And I love the fact like, I love what you said around like when you felt the objection, you could actually feel a yes in there, like a yes, and you could feel the alignment and you could really see how it was all just, yeah, an objection. And this is where it's like it's really being of service. And most people that do end up coming on board when they're helped through an objection, they're so thankful because it's like otherwise they might still be in the same place that they are today. They might not ever get the chance to really understand what's on offer here. So I think it's
Mm.
also like giving people the right education, and because a lot of the time what they say is not true. So it's really, yeah, being there to crack that open
Mm.
and yeah, giving them the truth around it all.
Yeah, and just keep making it fun as well. And realizing that, like you said before, Natasha, objections are a good thing. It means that people want to know more. They're just a little bit fearful of it. And if you do get objections, like I often I get an objection and I can feel that it's just not going to be, it's not going to
Mm.
happen. But going through the conversation anyway, because sometimes it's fun. Sometimes you're just learning. It's just another conversation. Put it in the conversation bank and shit, I could do better next time. Or that person, it just didn't feel right for them anyway. So Sarah, I just had one. I don't know. Okay, I don't know how this can fit into my current lifestyle. I don't have a home and I'm about to go traveling. Perfect. And I can't see giving it to a friend or my mum would work. Okay. Well, that's great because we don't need to sell to our friends or our parents. Um, she's going traveling. Amazing. This is perfect for going traveling. Does she have a small suitcase? Because she can chuck it in her overhead luggage. And I mean, I guess it depends for me personally on how this person came to you. Because if they came to you through an ad and then said, I don't know how I can fit this into my current lifestyle, well, clearly you're looking for something. And this isn't really meant to fit your current lifestyle. If you're coming through in an ad, you're looking for a different lifestyle. So great. Um, Another thing I would say is, do you have an hour a day? Everyone's got an hour a day. So if you say no, it's bullshit. Wonderful. That's all you need. A small suitcase, an hour a day, and maybe a little bit of a attitude readjustment, and you're away. Maybe you could give a little bit more context to that, Sarah. Like, did she come, is she a friend of yours, or did she come through a lead form?
No, can I just say, yeah, it was a cold reach out and so I'm a midwife, I'm targeting midwives right now, and she's just quit her job. She's, got rid of her home. She's about to go traveling. So I'd spoken to Maddie Parker about this, and I was like, what do you do with all these girls that are traveling? And she's like, yeah, I just always suggest maybe they can give it to a friend or give it to their family while they're away traveling.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah. So, because as well, it's not, they may be younger. They're not going to be just staying in one place for a good amount of time and have the machine with them and things like that. Yeah. So that's what it was. But yeah, she's currently like, she started up like an online learning about becoming an online travel agent. She's affiliating with all these different companies because she has been a midwife for like 12 years and she's got quite a social media presence. So,
Mhm.
but she was just like, I just can't see how, but she was really open. She watched everything. She was really open to have a look at everything. She's definitely out there looking at ways she can make money.
Mm.
Was about it.
I would probably let her continue to search. Give her a month because you know that she's not going to find anything better.
Hmm.
You know that she's not going to find something unless she sells a shitload of it that's going to support her travels like this will.
Hmm.
So there's a couple of people lately that I've spoken to that are new to looking into online. And honestly, I've just given them the space to be like, cool as, keep searching. One lady I actually had a Zoom call with, and I said to her, if you find something better, please tell me because I want to know about it. Um, but yeah, she's real new to it and she is searching. It's probably like she's got so much shit, so much noise online. We all know that there's so much noise. Um, and I would just give her a minute. to, because maybe she needs to go and make a few mistakes.
Mm.
Maybe she needs to have a little bit of success online, but then realize that she's going to have to spend so much time, um, make, I don't know, 100, 500 sales a month to make anything decent. So just keep her in your back pocket.
And I suppose it's that classic thing as well, isn't it, of actually creating content towards these people as well.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. What would you add to that, Natasha?
Yeah, you can also, like, if people have the objection, I can't take it with me, like they can start with an M card. Like you can start a magic just with an M guard and just focus on selling M guards. Like you heard from that guy in Japan, not Japan, San Diego, how he's built his whole business to legacy just through selling M guards. So this is where we can shift. It's not just about the water at the moment. M guards are very light and portable and much cheaper to get started. So I don't know, I would have gone down that slant as well. But I think also really just tuning into like her why. Like, yes, she's traveling, she might not be able to take it with her. She doesn't want to live with the mums, but it's like, what does she actually want? Like, what's her bigger vision? And then kind of supporting her from that way. Yeah. Because if she's like, I just want to be able to make an income while I'm on the road and location freedom, it's like, yeah, yeah, kind of just digging a bit deeper as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could leave her machine behind. I mean, I think we heard Brody the other night. He didn't even get his machine out for 6 months. He didn't even know what it was, you know. So she doesn't have to take it with her.
Can
Mm.
I jump in and ask another little thing about that? Because that was just meant to be, like the clarity call. But then she wanted to know, she's like, just tell me, before getting her on a sales call. So then I felt like I was almost like not quite prepared for all of that info. And then I did start going down the M guard lane, and because yeah, of course that's perfect for traveling. But yeah, it's this, I'm just not sure about, does everyone do a clarity call? Does everyone get them after they've watched the class?
So what do you mean by a clarity call? Tell us your process.
Just like getting them on a 10 or 15-minute call and just digging that little bit deeper, really finding their why before they're ready to do like a discovery type process and then be booking a sales call,
Okay. Do you
which
have,
potentially might not be with yourself. It would be with, yeah.
so this is before you give them the webinar. So, okay, so she's already watched the webinar, then you get on a clarity call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not quite the right order, I think.
No, I think it's the wrong order. I think that's where it's getting going off a little bit. So for me, if I was going to get on a clarity call, I wouldn't call it a clarity call. I would still have the same set of questions and I would learn all the info about them. And it would be my call would be a 5 to 10 minute call, and it would be to pretty much confirm everything that they've said. It's basically them telling me it all over again, so it reconfirms it in their brain. And then I would say, cool as something like, what I do is called online marketing. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a link that's going to tell you everything about what I do and how I do it. And the reason why I'm not going to go over it on the phone with you is because do you have 3 hours? Because I don't. It's so much easier and so much quicker and more potent if you can watch this on a 45, 60 minute, however long your thingy is, your presentation. And I say, for me, I'm a real visual person. So not only do I want to hear it, I also want to see it. And that's the way I really understand things. So that's what we're going to do here. And some people will go ask you a question. Honestly, simple one-liner and then back to, and that's why I'm going to give you this presentation because otherwise we'll be here all day. And I've actually got another call booked in 5 minutes. So if you've got a couple of minutes, I'll get you into this presentation right now. I'll send it to your phone. I've already sent it. Get them in, fuck them off. And then after they've watched it, then you want to ask them Hey, Sarah, what did you love most about the presentation that you watched? Oh, I loved this, that, and the other thing. Amazing. I loved this. What else did you love? Cool. I loved this, that, and the other thing. Awesome. Can you see how, go back through all the things that they told you? Can you see how this business could give you the freedom to travel, could give you the time with your children, could take you out of your job eventually? Yeah, I can. Awesome. And so, out of the packages that you saw on the call, what one stood out to you the best? The trifecta. Great. Why did the trifecta stand out to you? All of this can be on a text. All of this can be in voice notes before you get on a sales call with them. And I do still call it a clarity call because you might find you can also ask in the text before you get on it. They've decided that they want the trifecta. You've gone through, they actually understand what the trifecta is and what it costs. Amazing. You should already know by that time that they work full time. So that if they want to go to for finance, you know, or you can ask them, depending on what. So this is the thing with online empires, it actually asks you a few questions after you watch it. And one of the questions is something like, do you want to know more about zero down finance? Something like that. So you'll know if they want to know more about that or not. So then once you get on the call, you know, great. They loved this, that, and the other thing. They want a trifecta. They understand what the trifecta is. They know how much it is, and they're open to finance. Does that make sense? Cool. Do you want to add anything, Natasha?
No, I think you rounded that up very well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Ma, I loaned my machine to a woman with cancer who was very health conscious. She loved the water and can see the benefits, but when it came to buying one, she said she didn't have enough money, even for a deposit. I got to be honest, the water, selling with the water is harder for me. Um, I know who you're talking about, and I know how frustrating it is. I think that I personally need to do a lot more water selling to know how to overcome this sort of thing. And I also think that it's harder when they're your friends because I know that she's your friend. Um, if she wasn't your friend, first of all, she would have paid the actual $250 that it costs to hire the machine. I did have a conversation with a lady recently who was not my lead. She was one of the team's leads. And I knew from the get-go that she was not going to buy a machine. She was kicking up a fuss about paying $250 and wanting to know if she could rent it for free. So I was just like, this lady's a waste of fucking time. Um, I think, I just think it's really hard with friends, mum. But for me, what I would do if she wasn't a friend, $250, you fill in the forms, I'd take it to your house and install it. Before I even go to the house to install it, you've got to know how much it is. I would give them, there's 3 videos. I just sent them out today, actually. The one, the best Kangen water video, and there's the 2 on the Anespa. So what I did with a lady today, she's reached out about the water. I asked her about any health issues that she might have and why she wanted the water. So she told me why, and I said, great. I asked her about her source water as well, so we know what that is. I said, great, I'm going to send you 3 videos. They're not very long. I want you to watch them, and then we're going to jump on a call because there's different ways that you can get your machine, and there are different machines. So I haven't done a water cell in a long time. and I'm just winging this one. Do you want to add that to that, Natasha? Because I know that I feel like you've done a few water cells.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, there's two things here. She loves the water, um, but she doesn't have enough money. So there's two facts there. So this is where we can help someone get resourceful around coming up with the money. Like it's like, but also kind of gauging like how much does she value her health to really want this in her life. She might be like, yeah, I love the water, but you know what? I don't really give a crap whether I have this or not. It doesn't bother me. I'm happy to go back and continue drinking tap water. And yeah, maybe one day I'll have the money. Or she might be like, I love this water and I really want to have this in my life. And I can't imagine drinking any other water, but right now I don't have any money. So then it's about just helping them get resourceful. If someone really wants something, they can generate the money to get it. I always, whether this is like the money to get started with a water machine or the business, whether it's $1,000 or $10,000, whatever it is, if someone can really feel that they want to have this, it's like they'll do everything they can to make it happen, even if it feels really hard. And I've seen it countless times within people in my own team when I was doing sales calls for the Freedom Era Academy, like the amount of people that don't have the money to get started, that they make a way out of no way is incredible. The universe also supports people. It's like, yeah, I know Sylvia in our team. Like she so wanted this. She had no money to get started. She was like basically living week to week. And then she's like, right, I'm going to make it happen. Give me 3 months and just watch me. And within a week, she somehow had her mum gifting her. She didn't even tell her mum, but her mum decided to gift her like $1,500 for something. So instantly she got started with an in-house payment plan and she was on her way. And then she just upgraded the products as she went along. I had another woman in my team, like a young woman. She was 19 at the time, no money on Centrelink. She's like, I so want this. I know I'm going to make it happen. So she just put $200 or $300 away every week. She did garage sales. She sold things, and within a few months, she was ready to get started. But she knew that she wanted it. So I think it's just about gauging from the person, like how much do they really want this, and then it's like, I would love to support you. I would love to hold you accountable if you would like that, or would you like me to hold you in your vision of making this happen? Amazing. And I can check in with you every week or every fortnight to see how you're going. So there's ways that people can get started even if they've got no money right now. It can happen. Yeah. But yeah, it's about gauging whether they really want it or not. Because if it's pointless for you to be wasting your energy, like following up in a few months' time. Oh, hey, are you ready to get started yet? When they're not even holding it in their vision, because months will go past, years will go past, and they'll still never purchase the products. They'll never get started with the business. But if they want it, then you can really hold them to make it happen. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, cool. There's a couple of people. Oh, oopsies. Yeah, you've got another one like that in the US, mum, that's making all the excuses under the sun. And it's hard because you know that that she can do something with this business. She can. She would be freaking amazing. But yeah, and I guess that's a little bit where you can help her in a way, like, because this is all mental for her. I mean, I know it's mental for all of us, but it's real mental for her. But like we say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't fucking make them drink. We've got a young lady keen to start who is literally going to sell her car to fund it.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I've heard a few people do that. Like
Yeah.
that's where it's like you can really see that they they want this, they can see the vision, they back themselves, they believe in themselves, and they do everything they can to receive the return on investment and then buy another car.
Mm.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, what other
It's also
creative?
about having, oh, I was just going to say, like encouraging them to get their like investor mindset into place. Because a lot of people can kind of be like, oh, I can't part with $1,000 or $5,000, $10,000 because it's just so much money.
Mm.
But if they're only kind of holding the vision to here of like releasing that money and then that's it, it's about giving them the bigger vision of what it's going to bring them. In the long term, they're going to save money on, if they buy bottled water, for example, they're going to save money on cleaning products and first aid products. They are going to have the most incredible preventative therapeutic medicine for their bodies. And on top of that, they've got a business they can leverage and make so much more money than their initial investment. And some people just need a bit of help in kind of seeing the bigger picture. So, yeah, it's again, it's like this is where it really comes down to conversation and really building a relationship with that person and really understanding where they're at. Because the more we understand where they're at, the more we can help them. And then you've got the clarity to know where they're at as far as what they want to do moving forwards.
Mm. What other big objections have you come up against, Natasha?
Yeah, well, the finances is one. They believe it's a pyramid scheme or a scam. That's another one. They don't have the sales experience or skill set. They've been burnt in other network marketing companies, so it's just another thing that is going to deplete them.
Mm.
Their partner doesn't want them to get started. That's a big one, and that can be a really like interesting thing to work with. But again, that's where, whether it's the woman or the man wanting this, but the partner not, like that's where we can really support them. And yeah, making ourselves available to give them all the knowledge that they need, being available to chat with the partner if needed. I know in the Freedom Era Academy, which some of you are in, some of you aren't, but they have some really awesome masterclasses now for this situation where the partners aren't supporting the person wanting it. So yeah, they're available now in the back end of the academy. And yeah, what else? Other objections? I don't have the time. There's always that I've got so many quite a few leads at the moment where I'm like, oh, I don't even they're interested to learn more, but they don't even have time to answer my questions, to qualify them. So it's like, well, what are you here for? So it's really just gently kind of breaking it down to show them what's possible and to pinpoint, well, do you actually want more time to live your life? Isn't this the reason why you came to me? Yes, it is, but I don't even have time to watch the masterclass. Okay, well, how much of a priority is this for you? Or are you willing to stay in the same situation you're in right now for the next 5, 10 years and still be unhappy? So, asking provocative questions, calling them forwards. It can feel daunting as well. Like, yeah, sometimes you're like, oh, I don't want to like ask them that question because it might scare them away or it might upset them or might offend them. But most of the time, it's really appreciated. Or if it's too confronting, then they just ghost you and you don't ever hear from them. It's like, okay, well, that's not your person then.
Mm.
So yeah, don't be afraid to dive in deep with them. Or if they do have an objection, to ask them why, or just to bring out the conversation more. Yeah.
Cool. Um, I had a question for you.
For me. Yeah.
Yeah. What if you were feeling like you weren't confident just to move forward in the business?
If
For,
I was like a lead or
I'm asking as if, like, if I wasn't feeling confident right now to move forward in the business, what advice would you give me?
so you're already in the business.
Hmm.
So okay. Um, well, how long have you been in the business for? We can do a bit of a role play.
18 months.
18 months. Okay. And can I ask, why did you start this in the first place?
Because I actually started it for the water, and
Okay.
also because I am the type of person that gets FOMO.
Ah, okay. So you just started it because other people were doing it and You just wanted to be part of the kind of thing that was happening?
Um, I like a good business opportunity, and
Okay.
I also was looking for a water filter. This is actual truth, by the way. This is
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, are you actually wanting to do the business?
yes, and I feel like it's going to take up too much of my time.
Okay, sure. I can understand that. What are you doing with your life at the moment?
Fuck all.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay, sure.
I just really want to enjoy my life, and like I do want the money from this, and I really believe in the products, but also I just want to live my life.
Hmm. Okay. Do you have any, like, does it feel exciting for you to want to share these amazing products with other people?
Yeah, but it also feels really scary.
Oh, okay. Okay. What feels scary about it, if you don't mind me asking?
I think probably being seen and judged by other people.
Okay. I can so relate to you because okay, so we're in a really similar situation here because this is true for all of you. So when I first started this business 7 years ago, I wasn't actually looking for a business, but I was looking for the best water. And I found, cut the long story short, saw my friend doing this amazing business, discovered it was with these amazing water products. And once we saw it all, we're like, stuff it, let's just dive all in and see what happens. And I was terrified for being judged and for showing up online. Like it really, really scared me. So I can fully relate to where you're at. And I'd love to know, um, yeah, like how does it feel for you to be in that space of fear? Because I know for me, when I was in that space, I was like, it was kind of a bit of a wake up of like, why am I feeling fearful of what other people are going to think about me? It was really like a smack in my face of like, do I actually want to have this fear in my life, or do I actually want to move through this fear? And I got a clear message of like, this is your opportunity, Natasha, to step up and just dive straight in and move through the fear, because I knew on the other side only goodness was going to come. Nothing bad was going to happen from me showing up in the way that I would. So I'd love to know from you, like, yeah, I honor you. I hear you that you've got this fear. What was I saying again? So yeah, like, are you willing to move through that? Are you willing to kind of, I suppose, move beyond yourself and know that you've got an incredible solution for other people, that you can help change so many lives with what you have. So you need to ask yourself, are you willing to move through that fear and trust that nothing bad is going to happen for you, that you could change many people's lives? Are you willing to do that?
I am, but I honestly just don't know how. I also don't know why I'm so red on here. I don't think I'm this red, but anyway. Yeah, I'm just not sure how to actually do that.
Mm, yeah. Okay. So, um, well, there's many different strategies in how you can do this business. Have you been shown or taught by the person that brought you into the business? Like, do you have an idea of what you can be doing to?
Yep, I think something that is just coming to me is just more clarity around how to move forward with not so much the business side of it, like more with the water sales, because this is something real life that I
Yeah,
do actually need to hone in on
yeah,
is, speaking more to people. Well, the sales side of selling water rather than the business.
sure. Well, firstly, you're not selling water.
You know what I mean? Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Um, well, maybe let's just stop the role play for a minute. But
Mm.
I would definitely like tune in with the person to see like, or for yourself, or for anyone here, like how much knowledge and wisdom do you have about the products? The more you give yourself that time and space to understand the products inside and out, the more conviction you're going to have and the more confidence you're going to have to be able to speak about it to other people. So I see a lot of people come into the business and they're like, yep, got these products, watch a video here or there, and then out you go, sell it, sell the business. And it's, of course, it's going to feel uncomfortable and scary if you don't feel confident in talking about it. So watching, understanding, reading, really knowing what these products are about, and then having conversations with people. And like, if someone's really scared, it's just like taking step by step at a time. But I always come back to their why. Like, why did they get started? And realizing that it's, yeah, I suppose people are at different stages and levels of their personal growth. Some people are fully scared and fearful, and like any little action step is really daunting. So then it's just about being held in a way where they can take small action steps, but then also understanding that there's so many different strategies that they can lean into if they just want to focus on the product and the water products. And it could be more offline, it could be doing little events, it could be doing water trials, doing the loaner machine, starting to post a little bit here and there, creating their own Facebook group. Um, yeah. So
Cool.
again, it comes back to belief and conviction. If someone doesn't feel that they've got the confidence to understand, or they don't actually know about the products, then it's not going to feel in congruency to talk about them.
Mm.
So I like to say to people, some people that really want to, like some people say, I want to just experience the water and the products first before I go into the business side of things. I'm like, great, if that's what you want to do it. But in the meantime, dive into receiving and soaking up as much knowledge as you can, watching videos, watching water demos when people do the water demos, doing water trials. Like that's a great way just to get more embodied. Diving into doing an expo or a stall. Like I had a bunch of women in my team for a while that they were just feeling not confident. They just wanted to have more momentum. So I organized a wellness expo where there was 4 or 5 of us, and we were there for 4 days, and we just rotated being on, and they just had conversations all day long with people coming to their stall. They didn't need to go out and do anything. People would just stop by, take a look, read a bit. We'd have like live demos on the hour. And they were just hammered with questions all day long. And they were just talking about the water all day long. Objections, questions, skepticism, people that were so interested, people that didn't ask any questions but could just taste it and are like, amazing. So it's like you get a range of different personalities at something like that. And it just can really build your confidence. And you've got to realize that you, or this woman or man, I don't know, this person has way more knowledge already than anybody else does that has never heard about the products before. So really pour belief into them as well.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that help?
That's so helpful. Yes.
Great.
So I talked a little bit last week when we didn't do our call about doing testimonials and interviews and going live with each other. Do we feel like, well, I know that's going to help our business, so it would be really cool to, if we're all, I don't care if we're not comfortable because we're just going to do it anyway, because that's, comfort is outside of comfort is growth. Is to either pick someone or I can randomly team you up with someone to do a live or a video that's not live that you then post snippets of, um, interview, that sort of thing. Yep, good. That's what we're doing. Cool. So, do you want to pick or shall I pick? Because we were given the opportunity last week and no one did shit. All right, I'm picking. Cool. You're back, Courtney.
Abigail and I kind of sorry, my youngest just vomited through her bed. So I'm just
You're gone. Okay, maybe she'll come back. Cool. All right. Well, you and Abigail, amazing. Oh, you're back.
sorry.
We didn't hear you.
Yeah,
You cut
Abby and
out.
I.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Abby and I didn't think it's my Wi-Fi. Abby and I did a quick interview this afternoon.
Oh,
So yeah, we can share that.
okay. Amazing. Awesome. All right. Well, you too. Scott's trying to join. Oh, sorry, Scott. I forget that I have to let you in. Cool, cool, cool. Sweet. Okay. Because this is something that I did a lot of at the start when I was traveling and that, and it was really cool. I think it was really cool to just ask people, different questions. And I think you learn something every time you do it. You build your confidence every time you do it. I started off not doing it live because I was too scared to do it live. And then you move into doing it live. And how did your call go, Scott? Good. Cool, 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 cool. Sweet. Awesome. So fabulous. All right. Well, I was going to go over other stuff tonight, but I don't feel like we're going to do it. So, prizes. Should we do some prizes? I was just saying, Scott, I can't remember which value is for which one, so I'm going to work it out later. But for the person that made the most sales, that was you, my friend. So you won that. Congratulations. Have you made any more sales since your quad? Not yet. Not yet, but the day's not over. Mm-hmm. Mm. Nice. Is this all from the same ad? Fucking slay. Has everyone watched Scott's ad? Because it's literally like 13 seconds long. He says like 8 words and it slays. So we all need to watch that ad and fucking do it. So good.
I'd
Um,
love to watch the ad, Scott. If you can like add it to the group chat and be so keen to see it.
I honestly see it every day, just about it pops up for me. So if I see it, I'll share it.
So I'll mute myself again in a sec. It's just not on this computer. I will. It's on the other computer.
Cool. Okay. Throw it in the chat when you can. And for the person who went all in and has got multiple ads running while over the last 7 weeks and has had leads and people going into watch presentations and having conversations is Courtney. So congrats, Courtney. I'll work out what I owe you, Bo, soon. Cool. So, guys, unless we've got some more questions for Natasha, I'm going to end it there tonight. Thank you all so much for coming into this container. I'd really love if you guys drop into our chat group your biggest takeaways over the last 7 weeks. What's shifted for you? What's happened for you? Um, and also, yeah, we'll do the pairing up so that we can all do interviews and testimonials. And if you want to share your testimonials into there so that we can use them and share them, try and get as much out of it that we can all go away with to use as content. Um, yeah. Yes, thank you so much for being here with us tonight, Natasha. You're fabulous.
Pleasure. Yeah, it's been lovely just dropping in.
Thank
Does
you.
anyone have any more questions? I don't know about anything.
Just come on out if you do.
All good if not.
No? Cool. Okay. All right. Well, have an awesome night, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
See you. Bye.
Bye.